I just talk about anything, from what's going on in real life to what's going on in my head. I take popular opinions, social media buzz, private questions from different industries and talk. I've been told I talk a lot and talk good, so let's channel it to a bigger audience. Enthusiastic, opinionated, brilliant, and beautiful. This is Ayode.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. My name is Ayade Onofora, and just like I said, I like talking. It's a habit, and most times my money make it too. I've always wanted to talk. I've always wanted to do things like this big time, and I did do it of them a couple of years back, but clearly they were not notable because I wouldn't have to be reintroducing myself if they were, Anyways, for like 3 or 4 years, thereabout, I've been working in the corporate world, been doing like business development stuff and all that boring stuff. But this year, 2018, I am taking charge of what I love to do, of my career, of my passion, and I set up employee to also do the same thing, take charge of whatever it is that you want to do this year. It's very rewarding, it's very exciting, and I am so excited to start this. Is this a talk or a semi rant, or this saga basically? And I hope you stay locked with me, and I do promise you an adventure. Okay, so one of the things I'm just going to delve right into that I want to talk about is regrets, kind of like regrets going into tradition. I'm the kind of person that I don't regret a lot of things, right? Ask me whatever I've done in my past, and I've done some very embarrassing things. However, I don't regret. I don't like regretting. I don't like the had I known, if only I had done this, if I had done this earlier. No, okay. I take responsibilities for my action. I did some things that I'm not happy about, and I've done some things I'm very happy about, obviously. But I'm not that. But truly, gun to my head, if you had to ask me what's just one thing, name one thing you kind of regret or you wish did not really exist around you. Gone to my head again. I would say tradition. I think tradition is very, very annoying. I think it really gets to me because in some ways when I think about tradition, I think about customs, I think about all of these things, I feel like it doesn't allow, room for progress, in my own opinion. I don't know how much more to say it, but oftentimes I found out that it doesn't just work for me. It has stopped me from achieving some things. Anyways, let's take my let's imagine this right now. Okay, so you walk into a room and you want to pitch in a big business idea. You want to pitch in something. You want to pitch in a life-changing goal, but you walk into the room and then you have to go, good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, sir. Well done, daddy. Well done, mommy. I don't know about you, but subconsciously, I will not want to talk so much because I would probably not want to offend them because they're agbalagbas, elders in the house. I might not want to say too much, or when they say one thing, I might just want to go, oh, okay, sir. Yes, daddy. Okay, sir. When I drop my own opinion and they're countering my own opinion, I can't really counter them back, and I don't know how to do it. And right now, I find myself in that channel, that sort of spare because nowadays I'm very picky about where I go to. I'm very picky about kind of people I see, what I do, and everything. So if you invite me, like, oh, Ayade, let's go out for lunch. Like, kilo day, you don't have food in your house, ne? Why should we just go and eating outside? It doesn't. I don't understand. But if you say, oh, okay, Ayade, let's go out for lunch. We're going to talk about this. Ayade, let's go out for lunch because they're going to meet certain people. We're going out with a purpose. We're going out with a goal. This is what we aim to achieve. Of course, I'll be there. So right now, I find myself being surrounded by positive things, by goalless, like sorry, by go for the, like, oh, we want to achieve this is why I'm going here. And when I go to a place where I want to achieve something and I have to go a castle side castle, good afternoon, mommy, good afternoon, sir.
So 1980s.
I don't feel like I can just speak out. I don't feel like I would have like the freedom to express myself and whatnot. And when I think about it, and I think of the ratio of millionaires and billionaires in our third world countries as opposed to the developed ones, for me, I think this is one of the reasons why. Because you cannot just step out, you cannot express yourself. You're in a gathering with older people and they're looking at you and they're like, "Mm, keep quiet, Jerry." They're just looking at you like you don't know what you're saying. You want to run for politics and you're running with people that their tummies are like this big. They're looking like they're old enough to be your father's father. Like, how dare you, you know? So we have a lot of old people doing a lot of those things, and a lot of young people not being able to do them or doing things their own way. And when we try to socialize with them, we try to be in their circle, we have to go with this kind of respect. Yes, mommy. Yes, Oga said that this day, mommy, did you know? And to me, that just reduces the confidence level. You know, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, it just speaks somewhat subconsciously the confidence level, because I have to first pay accolades, and I have to not step on anybody's toes.
Oh, sorry.
Am I doing things? And at that point, I just feel like, I'm limiting myself. So what do I do? Because of the situation, because of whatever it is that is around me, I'm like, okay, I'll just pack my load and be like, okay, you know what? Thank you very much. Let me just come and be going. I'll rather be doing it with my fellow people, my fellow young people, because I don't feel that confidence. Do you? And like I was saying about the ratio, we look at the developed world, and we're looking like, okay, look at the number of billionaires that they have out there. Look at the number of young billionaires that they have out there. Compare it to what we have here in Nigeria, compare it to what we have in Africa. It's not a lot. And I think that's very, very sad. And that's why, because in the developed world, they just go, hey, John, hey, Mike, hey, hello, Mary. Nobody cares if John is 16, Mary is 12 or whatever. Everybody is just going together. They're going into a boardroom, they're going to pitch in, and they're going to work together as a team. They don't necessarily care, what's the age of this one, what town this one comes from. Well, are you Yoruba, are you Igbo? All of those traditional things, it really doesn't matter. Another thing that this tradition gets to me, another way it just upsets me and it scares me, is in the way of marriage. And it's so, so scary for me, because here's the thing. Recently, I was talking to my mom. Okay, or rather, let me just put it this way. Recently, my mom was talking to me, because I wasn't talking. I was just surprised. So she was talking to me about how her cousin's wife doesn't call her, and she's like, oh, that's very rude that she doesn't call me, after everything that we did for the wedding, after we sprayed them, we did this, we did that. And I know the lady, and I'm like, this lady is not a phone person, just like me. So I'm thinking, like, if I'm exactly like this lady who's not a phone person, and who has to remember to call her husband's cousins, half sisters, brother, I don't even know where exactly it is that they're related, then I'm in trouble. Because for me personally, as Ayoade, I don't even remember to call my parents sometimes. If I'm out of the house 2-3 days, they're the ones who call me and be like, you cannot call the house. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, mommy, I'm so sorry, daddy, and everything. So just imagine what happens if I'm to get married to somebody who has in-laws who think this way, and then, like, seriously speaking, these people have been married for 6-7 years, and you still expect her to be calling you the husband's brothers, half sisters, cousins. Like, really, that's so long. So that means that every day she wakes up, she probably has to take out a list. Okay, who am I supposed to call now? Mother-in-law, check. Mother-in-law's best friend, check. Sister-in-law's daughter-in-law's son, check. Like, seriously speaking, so those kind of things just makes me go like, oh. And if you follow me across through the course of this show, through the course of this program that I'm trying to set up, you would see that I talk a lot about tradition. You see, I talk about how, tradition just sort of inhibits me from doing some things that I wish I could do. For some reason, I'm just all about tradition, customs, Africa, the way they were all brought up, and it's just kind of very funny for me and everything. Sometimes I even talk about how I want to marry from outside here, Oloyinbo or something, interracial marriages. I'm always talking about things like this. Why? Because I just feel like I don't have to deal with a whole lot of this stuff, a whole lot of this tradition and accolades and all of these things. I feel like I don't have to deal with all of these things. So because of that, that's why I'm always like, tradition. Oh, please let me just go and marry Igbo white man. Please let the man just fight me and just marry me. That way I do not have to do all of this stuff. But any which ways, let me not continue my saga and everything. I've enjoyed talking to you so far. One of the things that I want to do in the course of this program is encourage you to encourage yourself this 2018. Okay, so last year there was a lot that I went through. There was a lot of upbringing, there was a lot of learning that I had to go through last year, and from that, one of the things I learned is that I need to uplift myself this year. So researching ways I could go about that, one of the easiest things I learned is to remind myself positively every day what's good about myself. So I came up with 5 positive things I will be reading and reciting to myself every morning, every day. And I employ you to also do the same thing. It's great. I've been doing it for a while now, and it is superb. And I really do want you to join in. You know, nobody's going to encourage you this year. This year, 2018, you're on your own. Okay, nobody has your time. You can only encourage yourself. You have to take responsibilities for your action, for your tomorrow, for your future. So just encourage me in doing it. Okay. So my 5 positive things are: I am beautiful, I am hardworking, I am passionate, I am loved, and my body is perfect. All right, then. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this, and stay tuned for more exciting videos from me. Bye.